And about 81% of that waste is not managed. It's inadequately managed. It's not recycled. It's not compacted. It's not in a waste management. It's floating in the street. So if you look at that, 81% of 302,192 kilograms of plastic waste per day in Ghana, and 81% of that is mismanaged. Yes? That means 244,835 kilograms of plastic waste per day floating in Ghana, mismanaged. This did not include the littered. So when we talk about that mismanaged, meaning the government hasn't done something, they haven't picked the rubbish. 80% also of that 302,192 kilograms was put in the bin. They were put in the bin, but the bins aren't collected, they overflow, so that figure does not include the people who just drop their rubbish.
So only that one which has been put in the bin and it just overflowed because the bin have not been picked up.
That's exactly right. And not just recently, a couple of years ago, they built a waste management system for recycling and for all of these things, but they had to shut it down because the government did not come through with the promised finance to keep that thing running.
We even have the machine.
It's there.
We have the machine, but government couldn't afford it. To pay the people, so that company need to shut down.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, no, and I'm not saying that this is an issue about enforcement on laws. I said that is the excuse the government gave. They said, we can't enforce this, so we're not going to put a ban in because we can't enforce it. I'm not saying it's an issue for law. Your government is saying it's an issue of law and they can't enforce it.
From your own Bible, from your own Bible, disprove. Yes. Yeah.
Well, yes, Mr. Hansen, even the bottles are a problem too. So the small plastic pure water is doing less damage than the expensive bottled water that the people who can afford that. Those bottles take 450 plus years to break down. The small ones that are with the pure water, they only take a couple of years.
Yes.
So, and most people aren't throwing those on the floor anyway. We're talking about like the hard waste. So because of this, now you will see in the rich areas, those who can afford to have the roadside rubbish removal can have that. But even some of those areas may be a little bit better off. But the country doesn't have enough of a system to even pick. So even those people are paying for it. It's a little bit better, but not much because you don't have the facilities to deal with the waste in the first place.
Yes.
So what we then have is, because dysfunctional municipal waste management services, so residents in urban Ghana regularly burn their plastic waste. And now that is again putting toxic substances such as dioxins and fluorines into the environment. So open burning of residential trash with high plastic content is a major source of air pollution in many developing countries, particularly in Ghana. That has led to, and this number is quite staggering, more than 28,000 premature deaths per year in Ghana, not worldwide.
No, so how many again?
28,000 premature deaths in Ghana per year are linked to the air pollution caused by the burning of plastics. And we're not even touching on the e-waste burning. This is just the plastic.
The plastic burning.
Yes.
So the burning, that's toxic, that's out, that's causing.
Well, you imagine it takes 1,000 years for these bags. As they break down, they will slowly releasing toxins. When you burn it,
it just
so here's some toxins for you, here's some for you. Toxins for everybody. Oprah. Toxins for you, toxins for you. Everybody gets a toxin.
So, oh, yes.
So
a lot of women that pregnant women that are dying. It's not about...
And not just them, but the deformities of babies as well, which for whatever reason you people call witchcraft.
Then we make our women to use